I'm Senator Bob Huff. I'm standing here on the Assembly floor in the state capitol with the governor having just finished his State of the State address. That's an annual event where he sort of lays an outline out for what he'd like to see accomplished. The governor's clearly comfortable with this crowd. You know, he had a lot of humor. But as he started getting into it, he stated a lot of the accomplishments that have happened since he's become governor. And at the end, he restated that again. So that's an important story to tell, because in the middle, he had a cautionary tale about how we have to continue to hold the line fiscally. Because when you look at the last recessions, and California will enter into a recession, just question when, in most of those recessions, we have actually been accelerating in spending as we've prepped into recession. And he doesn't want to repeat that. So he's very proud about the rainy day fund, and frankly that's something Republicans have pushed for a long time, and we're currently on track to have about $8 billion into that. He talked a lot about how much we have brought education back up to spending from the low point of $47.3 billion to $71.6. That's a 51% increase. What he didn't talk about is accountability. Just putting more money in the system doesn't get the outcomes that we want. I'm disappointed he didn't say something about accountability. He talked about the tax system, how volatile it is, but he didn't talk about how we can make it less volatile. So we still have this, and it's just like trying to wrestle a bull charging without really trying to figure out a way to contain it and make it work better for us. He talked a lot about infrastructure, and he did that last year, but then the governor didn't engage, so we didn't get anything done on transportation. This year he actually expanded it to include buildings, parks, things like that. And he does have $2 billion in the budget for the parks and those kind of building infrastructures, but when it comes to transportation, again, he says, well, we just got to bite the bullet and have a new tax. This at a time when our general fund continues to expand, and as I pointed out before, his father funded infrastructure through the general fund, and we should be doing that as well with some of these one-time monies. He talked about pensions. Again, this was just talk. He talked about how he stabilized the teacher pensions a little bit, and he agreed there more needs to be done, but he was silent on what we need to do about that. At the end, he restated all the accomplishments, and they're really good. All in all, the state's in good fiscal health, but we'd like to see more details on how we're going to accomplish some of the thorny, persistent issues. But that's the way it is today. We look forward to seeing this implemented, and as we build the budget, that's truly how you fund the priorities that he outlined today. I'm Senator Bob Huff. Thanks for joining me.